This video is part of a Google Form quiz that teachers can assign to their students for homework. After the students submit their answers, then they can play a video like this one to see the answer explained. We've made more than 100 quizzes as Google Forms with free access videos, which teachers are welcome to copy for free. To get access to these, please see the link in the description. This video is based on a question from an actual state exam. You may have one like this on your state exam. If you've not already watched the video on how to set up decimals for addition and subtraction, then we suggest that you view it before watching this video. We also suggest that you watch the video on how to do fast subtraction before you watch this video. Jill recorded the temperatures outside for 5 days. What is the difference between the highest and lowest recorded temperatures? In math, the word difference means the answer to a subtraction problem. They want us to subtract the lowest temperature from the highest temperature. The highest temperature is 91.2 degrees Fahrenheit. The lowest temperature is 83.7 degrees Fahrenheit. Here's a way to summarize this in words. The high temperature minus the low temperature is the difference between these temperatures. Now we'll substitute the words with numbers. We can read this equation as saying 91.2 degrees Fahrenheit minus 83.7 degrees Fahrenheit equals the difference. Let's set up the problem. First, we turn the paper so that the lines are vertical. That makes a lot of white columns. Each column will hold a specific place value. Next, we'll make symbols. We'll write a decimal point for the answer's number. And we'll write a decimal point for each of the numbers in the problem. Please note that we write all the decimal points in the same column. We also draw a horizontal line, and then the operation symbol. In this problem, the operation is subtraction. Then we write the numbers in the problem starting with the number with the least value. In this problem, that's 83.7. Above this number, we write the other number since it has a greater value. Finally, we enter trailing zeros if needed. In this problem, there are no gaps, so we don't write any trailing zeros. And that's it. Now this problem is set up to solve. Now we're ready to do the math. We always start on the right side and then move towards the left. 2 is less than 7, so we can't subtract 7 from 2. We need to turn this 2 into a greater number. First, we rewrite the 2 in the top right corner of this column. Then we borrow a 1 from its neighbor. We've turned the 2 into a 12. Since we borrowed a 1 from this neighbor, that means the neighbor's value has to become less by 1. In this case, the 1 becomes a 0, which we'll write above the original digit on the left. Now we can return to this column to do the subtraction. 12 minus 7 equals 5, so we'll write a 5 here. 0 is less than 3, so we can't subtract 3 from 0. We need to turn this 0 into a greater number. To do that, we borrow a 1 from its neighbor. So this 0 now becomes a 10. Since we borrowed a 1 from this neighbor, that means the neighbor's value has to become less by 1. In this case, the 9 becomes an 8, which we'll write above the original digit on the left. Now we can return to this column to do the subtraction. 10 minus 3 equals 7, so we'll write a 7 here. 8 minus 8 equals 0, so we'll write a 0 here. This is our answer. This is called a leading zero. When we do calculations, we write this. But when we write an answer, we usually don't write it. Both of these numbers have the same value. Since the number represents temperature, we would pronounce this as 7.5 degrees Fahrenheit. Here's the original equation we set up. And here it is with the solved answer. That means the difference between 91.2 degrees Fahrenheit and 83.7 degrees Fahrenheit equals 7.5 degrees Fahrenheit. Choice C is correct. Thanks for your attention.